Welcome back, folks, to another episode of the Firewood Doctor. I was fully restocked yesterday, and now I got to restock that rack. So this wood I just split, it's going up for sale. The customer needed some wood to finish out the season, so he bought one of my 4-foot racks. And I've been thinking about raising prices now or later. Camping wood season is about to hit, and with costs of everything going up, I wanted to wait, but might not have the luxury of that, so I can afford to get replacement saws or something before the wood sells. So maybe raising the prices up a little bit is gonna help that. But I got plenty of saws, and if they burn up, that's because I ran straight gas in them. You know, they're so new, there's no chance of them burning up. But cost of coming to and from the wood yard, running the splitter, that's a big fuel hog right there, is the splitter. I've been tempted to get rid of the 8-foot racks and just sell 4-footers, and then split them in half and call it a 2-foot rack, then replace the $20 racks with bundles. That would seem to make the most sense. So I might sell those 8-foot racks to a person that wants to buy the rack and the wood, then just get a few more 4-foot racks and then split them in half. In some respects, they'll make pricing a bit easier, because I could go, say, $25 for the 2-foot rack, $50 for a 4-footer, and if they want more, they can buy more. And then the rest will be delivery if they want the equivalent of a full rack, like the 8-footers. That's almost a full face cord. So I figured I might be better off doing delivery of that and keeping the wood quantities in the roadside stand small. Or smaller by eliminating the 8-foot racks. So yeah, camping season is almost here. That's next weekend. So I'm expecting to be busier than it was last year. Last year, I just started selling like the second week of April. So, and I didn't have a name out there yet. This year, I do have a name and reputation among the campers in the area. They don't know me by name, but they know of my sales location. And more than one person that stopped in last year getting wood said they were told to come here. He's got good wood. So to concentrate on building inventory, the small racks are easier and quicker to fill. So, and then do delivery of the bigger quantities is probably a better way to go. Eventually I'd like to go to all delivery and just do bundles possibly. We'll see. But this way, I've sold so much wood in the roadside stand. I sold most of my wood. I sold probably Oh gosh, I sold about 25 quarts last year, and I sold about 22 of those from the racks. So I don't know. That'd be a lot of sales I'd be missing out if I reduce the product offerings. So when you figure $100, now $300 a cord, there's last year that would say, we'll say $7,500 for easy math, but that's not profit. So, and it stinks I just split this yesterday, but at least I could stack it in the racks and not have to put pallets down just yet to stack it on. So it's not so bad. Back to the racks, yeah, it's hard for me to give up that kind of sales if people are buying that much when I'm gone. That way I don't have to deliver it, which saves me a lot of time. So I'm thinking keep the racks as they are for now, and to save time from not having to do deliveries. That keeps my costs down. If I do deliveries, that's definitely going up because the price of operating a vehicle has skyrocketed in recent months, especially with gas just under $4 a gallon here. It's like $3.89, $3.99 a gallon here. That's what I like about working off the tailgate. I used to fill up the whole truck bed when I split and then I go to restock. It's a lot more work. So I just fill the back two rows, primarily with the one row being almost exclusively on the tailgate. It saves me a lot of reaching into the box, having to pull wood from the front to the back. Two rows is just a little bit more than a 4-foot rack, so I don't have to worry about running out of wood. So 2 trips fills up the truck instead of putting the wood all the way to the front and having to drag it all the way back. Sure, I could get the splitting done maybe a little quicker on that end, but I lose it on the other end when I go to restock. But if I do raise prices, how much do I raise it is the big question. I do delivery, it's definitely going up no matter what. So, and tell the customer if they want a sale price, they can pick it up from the roadside stand or pay extra for a little bit more wood and have it delivered. So then that way, I don't have to load up in a truck. You know, I use the truck as a wheelbarrow until I get a lawn tractor and trailer to restock. Or I could just load it up and go deliver it. So, we'll see. Now to get the rack filled. I was really thinking of getting bags of muddles going, but I need to have inventory first, and if I can't keep up with the racks again this year, I don't see that happening. But I figured, well, I'm going to stay away from the tiki bar for the Saturday morning drink specials. You know, all you can drink for $5 for screwdrivers. You know, they're made standard strength, not my strength. So it takes like twice as many to get a buzz going. I figured if I stay for the meat raffle that happens after that, spades draw, and then sober up so I can safely run the saws, I lose 4 or 5 hours of production time. So I'm not going to the tiki bar. It's going to save me the $5 for the drink specials plus whatever I would spend on the meat raffles and stuff. And especially during the summer, why do that in the morning when the coolest time to work is before the sun takes over the entire wood yard, and we're looking at upwards of around noon, at least where the old wood yard was. Now I'm not sure with the expansion how the sun will be affected, the sun coverage will be affected. So yeah, I figured I might be able to expand it out till 1 o'clock depending on the temperature. But the sun here loses its intensity around 4:30. Then it gets to be a lot cooler, a lot easier to work out here. Temperature might be the same, but the intensity of the sun, the radiation from it, that's the actual heat, is radiation. That goes way down. So if I work until, say noon, then I can bugger off, sit in the air con, cool off, get a nice decent lunch and not have to work on a full stomach like I was last summer. I could be a whole lot more productive in the evening or afternoon. I'll be well rested, cooled off, and all that. So that'll greatly up my production time. Productivity is staying away from the tiki bar. I only go to the tiki bar on the Saturdays at night for the free band entertainment that they have where I live, or if friends are coming and I'm fully stocked up. You know, I got to take care of business first, then have fun. Now, if I was exclusively delivery business, that would be a lot different. Or if I had someone to restock for me, and then I could afford to do deliveries. But till that day happens, I have to do restocking and deliveries. And that would be a huge help for me, is if someone could restock during the week while I'm gone. Then when I get home on the weekend, I could just cut and split, maybe do delivery. As I haven't been keeping track of local competition's prices, so I got to price accordingly. So there's also that angle. You don't want to price yourself out of the local firewood market. From here, within a half mile I have 2 people selling wood like I do, but I have probably the best presentation of it, in my opinion. And one guy sells his is still sitting on the ground. I don't know if he has runners or skids under it, but his wood is primarily on the ground, which is a bad way to do it, in my opinion. It just doesn't look good. Having my racks, keeping the wood off the ground, and they're facing a road, so people can tell exactly what they're getting, could see the quality of the product, and not have to pull in the driveway or stoop down, you know, and look at the ground. They can just drive by and see what's going on. Almost full. Slightly short piece in the middle there. And more than one person has said that's the best decision you've made, is to stay away from the tiki bar for the drink special. Spend that time working on business instead. There's a few firewood people I follow. They, you know, take care of their business first, then they have fun. One guy I know in particular, he takes several weeks off a year for his hunting trips and stuff, but he spends the rest of his time working hard, cutting, splitting, doing deliveries, and running his other businesses, so he can afford to take time off and do the fun stuff. So that's the example I'm going to be following now. I got room for a few little. There we go. That's a full 4-foot rack. $40. If I change the prices, they'll be probably going up to $50. So, and that's when I raise it up to $10 a rack, that's going to be because my costs going up, fuel, logs, everything else. So that might not be too bad of a move. I'm going to check out, see what prices other people are charging in the area before I make a move on that. So, but if I maintain the quality product with a ready to burn moisture content, 25% or less. Some people say 20, but 25% burns in a campfire. So keep it at 25% or less in the racks. I'll be able to move it. I'm sure I'll be able to move the wood even if I raise the prices up, because if I raise it up $5, well, that's going to be an oddball amount. So it's easier to do, multiples of 10. We'll see how the next month or so goes before I do anything on pricing. And that's it, folks. Until next time, take care, get out there, do something, but have fun doing it.